Hi, are you studying English? Here are 5 tips to help you pass an IELTS exam. These tips are inspired by Albert from Indonesia, who recently got 9 in IELTS listening and 7.5 overall. If you want to get 10 extra tips, just see below in the link you can read Albert's full article. Tip 1. In the listening test, always pay deep attention to the test instructions. In the listening question booklet, each section has its own instructions on how a test taker is allowed to give their answers. For example, a section may require the answers to be written down in a certain word limit, or perhaps even a certain letter limit. The instructions must be followed, otherwise your answers could be considered to be incorrect. One suggestion is to carefully look at the instructions and underline them if you need to. You're given time at the beginning to read the questions. Also, at the end when you have 10 minutes to transfer your questions to the answer sheet, also double check your answers and make sure that you have followed the instructions properly. Tip 2. Practice the IELTS tests under exam-like conditions. When you're preparing for IELTS, put yourself under a little bit of pressure so that in the real test you're not as worried, not as stressed. You can do this by yourself by locking yourself into your study room and having a timer. You can do this with your friends by having them act as the instructors. Or there are even options to get professional IELTS test simulations. Main thing is practice under test conditions. Tip 3 goes one step further than just practicing in IELTS exam conditions. Practice in unsuitable conditions. For example, with the IELTS reading test. Do practice reading tests at different times of the day. In the morning when you first wake up, late at night when you're really tired, in a quiet library, or in a busy cafe. If you can manage the reading test in different situations, when you're tired, when you're fresh, this means you'll be better prepared when you're in a good condition in the exam. Tip 4 involves the IELTS writing test. One thing that's critical is that you practice writing, but even more importantly, you get feedback. Get feedback from your friends, get feedback from a teacher, get feedback from native English speakers. Write and ask people to read your writing. Tip 5. Now you need to widen your vocabulary. So, read about different topics, read the news, read movie reviews, watch different topics on online videos, watch the news report, watch economic report, watch a cooking show, watch a short film. You need to get a wide variety of exposure to different vocabulary. So there are 5 quick tips to help you pass IELTS. Now for more information and to read Albert's article in full, just check the link in the comments below. Also, there are some links to other videos and websites that will be helpful for you to practice your English, to expand your vocabulary so that you can get the best score possible in IELTS. Good luck!